stretch their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Jason Myers now for the extra. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Washington will take over 1st and 10. At their
out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory. So the pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the 1st down sack. Haskins.
In your face!
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Oh, he goes up top. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and now he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Still going inside the 30.
A fumble on the play. Recovered by...
And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We have
end zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Philip Dorsett there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Jason Myers.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
Or maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film opposed to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Trey Quinn that time, and it's 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Cody Latimer, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
It's 3rd down. And 10 yards to go.
Now it's Haskins. Open man is Quinn, able to connect. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. And oh, he coughed it up, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. And that's a critical touchdown. I don't want to be too hyperbolic or whatever, but they needed some points on the board before halftime.
They certainly did, and, you know, it's not going to erase everything that happened in the first half. Look, they got outplayed. There's no question about that. But now it gives them a chance to regroup, feel a little bit better about themselves. And how many games have we done where we've seen everything flip when another half begins? And by the way, did you say hyperbolic?
I did. Thank you. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone.
The Seahawks take over first and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Wilson going to keep it on the option. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half, it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in.
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Taking it about the 1. He goes airborne. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard.
So let's glance at a player spotlight now with Russell Wilson. A pair of touchdown passes for him, the lead on the scoreboard. As we glance at those two TDs. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
He's going to take off with it. He'll find Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Philip Dorsett, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Jason Myers now for the extra point. Fake it. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the one. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the two-point attempt is turned aside.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Very short kick. This will be now a hit and a loose football. Look at him go inside the 30. And the Seahawks have picked it up. He will take this all the way.
Quentin Dunbar. Touchdown.
So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. Two quick touchdowns within a minute. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 20.
First possession of the second half now for Washington. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Haskins, wide open receiver, complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Big yardage that time for Washington. 47 yards.
And the Washington first down.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On first down, it's Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him.
Haskins pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is, oh my goodness, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just